How's it, my fellow 1/6 collectors, quarter scale collectors, premium format collectors, hobbyists and aliens alike? Welcome to another episode of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Okay, today it's a sad day, but a good day. I've got to move on. My battle damaged Robocop, as you see him there. Beautiful, beautiful piece, especially the head sculpt. The head sculpt is just something else. It's another level. Well, you see the detail at the sides and the back. Most people, well, I'll get to that. Let's cut across. There's police officer Alex Murphy saying, "What's the time, mate? Get a bloody move on." He's got his what's that called? Ballistic armored vest? I can't remember now. Yeah, my brain's going. But again, look at the likeness there as well. They've nailed it, eh? Nailed it. Come down, he's got his utility belt. There it is there. Also very highly detailed. He's got a gun in the holster. He has his watch on. You come down into his boots and his normal crotch grabber stand. Over here, you get his helmet, which comes in two parts. You get the extra gun, but you can see when I bought this, the magazine was already missing. So I just put in his hand, no one notices. The gun that's in the holster has got the magazine, so you can always just chop and change. And I'll tell you why this piece is missing just now. You've got his 50 cal rifle. This is on the Robo side. You've got a bloody spiked hand, darter spike, an extra 2 fists, his baby food. Alex comes with a couple of hands that I've added. There's the artwork on the box. Nice, eh? Very nice. And then if you come across, that there is the cover inside, like a tongue cover that you take off to reveal the clamshell. But I didn't think you needed to see that. So let's get back to these two. Now, the story with these two is, you know what kit bashing is. Kit bashing is when you buy outfits or parts or this, that, and the other to make up a figure that you're looking for. So, I got Alex Murphy from a friend in Bat Chat. Came with what you see. I've added hands to him. He only had the trigger hand and another hand. The microphone is not on the helmet, so I don't know where that went. But all of this, I bought extras. Okay, Alex Murphy came with a trigger hand and a right hand. I can't remember which one. And as I say, I've added hands to it just to make this deal a bit sweeter, because sadly I have to move these on, and they're two of my favorite pieces, eh? Same with this guy. I bought him in the groups from a good friend. Yeah, it is what it is. I bought it because I have the die-cast Iron Man. This is the plastic one, the battle damage one. It comes in this 2-set, this double pack. So this guy, he's missing his stand. He's missing his 2 guns. But yeah. I bought it like that, and I was sourcing parts as I went. I mean, just for example, that was sorted. I got that off eBay. I got that baby food from a friend in the groups that had split up his double pack to sell off parts. So all in all, I kit bashed this whole double pack. As I say, bought the 2 figures loose. Then I sourced a box It doesn't come with a shipper, but yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's as easy as that. Both were just bought loose, and I bought the box and just kept adding and adding to it. And yeah, for what it is, it's really dope. This Alex Murphy is a very sought after piece. Very, very sought after. Some of the guys are asking stupid money for him at the moment. This guy, the whole deal about him is to take off the battle damage head sculpt. Let me turn him around so you can see the sides and the back, and you'll see what I mean about detail. Can you see it? Look at that. You can see the wiring underneath. So what the guys do is take this head sculpt off and they put it on the die-cast one. And it really makes the figure pop, eh? It really makes the figure pop. So when I bought this piece, it was only with the intention of using the head sculpt for my die-cast one. I mean, look at that. That's really, really dope, eh? Really dope. The chest armor comes off. The thigh opens up, this thigh here, to reveal a gun holster. But as I said, the two guns didn't come with him. Other than that, yeah, it's just a sad day. Then I have to sell them. Let me see if you can see his face better. There we go. There we go. Look at the detail. I mean, that's Peter Weller all day long. So yeah, they're going up for sale in the groups, these two. I'll keep them in the box because yeah, it gives them protection, and yeah, it'll be dope for the new collector to have the box, even though he knows they were bought loose. So I'd rather sell them for what I paid for them, group rates and mate rates. Yeah, that's really all I can say. Articulation on this boy is he turns at the waist, his arms pull out, his arms bend, the neck swivels. The feet are quite static, although you can pose them up and down and side to side. It's got two pistons at the back that sometimes pop out, but that's common on all these figures. You just put it back in. It's just a thin rod. Alex Murphy, yeah, he's got 30 points of articulation like any Hot Toys figure. You can get him in any pose. You can get him where he's spinning his gun like he did for his son. Yeah, he also, again, just a dope piece, and I'm sad to move them on. I really am. But needs must. I've always worked on the assumption of blood in, blood out. So if I get new, I try and sell old before I buy the new. Or sometimes the pre-order comes in early and you're selling after, but it's the same deal. He's got his police badge on the side there. Now, a lot of the guys, that usually fades out. Mine's still mint. So I'm quite happy about that. Excuse the shake. I'm trying to do it here with one hand. And here we go. Back in the room. Back in the room. The baby food, I haven't put the labels on. I've just kept it as that because, to be fair, how often are you going to actually pose him with the baby food, you know? So I just keep those mint in that plastic bag. What else can I tell you about this guy? I mean, Alex Murphy's utility belt is quite insane. He's got a torch. He's got the handcuffs. There's his torch there. There's his handcuff pouch at the back. You can take off the SWAT bulletproof vest. That's what they called. Yeah, I couldn't think of that. You can take that off and just display him in his GOPD shirt, which also looks super dope, but I like him with it on. I think it just makes him. Very, very nice figure. Everything about it. Now, the weird thing is, this double pack you could only really get in the States. So you can imagine our guys were going mad over here to get these this double pack. And they still very sought after. They don't just pop up. And if they do, they command heavy prices. Heavy prices. The chest plate does come off. But not to reveal anything. It's just the same as the die-cast one. They didn't give you an alternate chest plate. This is it. The whole thing about this figure is not the body, it's the head. As I say, guys were buying it just for that head sculpt to put on their die-cast. And obviously got this fella along as well. But he's a beautiful piece. Really is. He comes with his stand. Where if you look at Robo, he hasn't got his stand. As I say, I bought him loose as is. You do get the stands on eBay. I've bought some hands on eBay. I think that's where I got his bloody spike, dart control spike from eBay. So, yeah, very dope piece. What to look out for is those joints inside. They perish quite easily on both figures. But you just got to 303 wipe them and keep charge of them, you know. Keep looking after the figure, dust him regular and the whole move, you know. Yeah, look at him, man. Isn't he a magnificent beast? Yeah, I love these two figures. Well, you see the die-cast one. That's just another level. And I've got the mechanical docking chair for him as well. But I'll speak about that just now. What else can I show you on this? I mean, is what it is, isn't it? Just two dope figures that sadly I'm going to have to put up for sale. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. And I'll miss them. I'll miss them. They really do grace any display, eh? They're just a magnificent duo. And if you've got the die-cast one as well, with the docking chair, and you put that head sculpt on him, honestly, it's just another level of Hot Toys excellence. Really, really dope, eh? Really dope. There's a little collar in there that you have to be careful when you're pulling him off. I'll just give you a heads up now. You can see it there. It's very, very delicate. So when you pull him off, you take the chest plate off and try and get under that band so you can pull his head off. It comes off easy enough, but you've just got to be careful of that band at the bottom. Then there's a rubber piece on the die-cast one that you take out to fit onto this one so that there's no gaps in between. I might show you when I put the die-cast one up. Nice though, eh? Battle damage. Really, really dope. Bit of grunge here and there. Yeah. I'll show you the leg holster when I get the die-cast one, because he's got both his weapons. The die-cast one, they give you a die-cast one to place in the leg, and they give you a plastic one to have him holding. You can get them on eBay. They come up quite regular. Some are third party from China, and some are the actual real deal. It just all depends on what you want to pay and how quickly or badly you want it, you know. It's down to you. I took over 3 years building my Robocop collection. I started with this die-cast one I'm going to be showing you now. Then I bought the mechanical docking chair loose. And yeah, just went from there. Bought these two loose, bought parts loose, like the gun, the big rifle here, the big 50 cal, some hands. Yeah, no, man. It was a labor of love, I tell you. A labor of love. Okay, let me now put this bad boy away and show you the die-cast one. So there'll be 2 videos. This will be one, and the die-cast one with the mechanical docking chair will be another. But you can see why people go mad for these pieces, eh? You can see it's just total quality. Total quality. I hope you've enjoyed your brief visit, or brief 15 minutes of talking RoboCop. I mean, I don't think the reboot did it any justice. You can't beat these for what they were. And I'll always remember when the first RoboCop aired, they were talking or showing you the two news presenters, and they were discussing the crime wave, where he was. And the next item of news that came up was about South Africa. And living in South Africa, we all took that to heart, you know. They were showing the crime levels and the whole move. And we go, hey, it's not like that. It's not like that. So, yeah, I'll always remember that. I was young when these came out, eh? Young. Well, when the first movie was released. But, yeah, okay. I'll leave you with this lasting image of the two Alex Murphys. And yeah, please hit subscribe, hit like, leave some comments if you've got any questions. But for now, the Don will say, peace out.